Modal Magic, exploring will and would in habitual past actions. Hello, English learners. Welcome to our new lesson in this series, Modal Magic. Today, we'll be discussing a very important topic in English grammar: the use of will and would in habitual actions in the past. This topic might seem challenging at first, but don't worry. We'll simplify it and make it fun for you. Let's dive in. Habitual actions in the past are actions that were repeatedly done or were a routine in the past but no longer happen in the present. In English, we often use the modal verb, would, to express these actions. Here's an example. When I was a child, I would go fishing with my grandfather every summer. In this example, the action of going fishing with the grandfather happened regularly in the past, but it's implied that it doesn't happen anymore. The structure is simple. Start with the subject, follow it with would, and then add the base form of the verb. For instance, she would play the piano after dinner. It's important to remember that would is not used with stative verbs like love, hate, believe, know, etc. For these verbs, use to instead. Now, you might be wondering where will comes into the picture. Typically, will is used to talk about future actions or decisions made at the moment of speaking. It's not commonly used to talk about past habits, but in narratives and stories, we sometimes use will to talk about people's habits or characteristics. For instance, she will always help others, even when she was a little girl. In this context, will is used to describe a characteristic that was true in the past and is likely still true now. To sum it up, we generally use would to express habitual actions in the past, especially when these actions are no longer happening. On the other hand, will can be used in narratives to highlight characteristics or habits that have continued into the present. That's it for today's lesson on the use of will and would in habitual actions in the past. I hope this helps clarify when and how to use these modal verbs. Remember, the best way to master these is through practice. So keep reading, keep writing, and most importantly, keep speaking English. Until next time, happy learning!